Hello everybody, welcome back to A Humble Technocracy. This is part 5 of our Ikit Claw Mortal Empire campaign. Last time we took over some territory belonging to Clan Agrand, but not before starting a war with good old Thorgrim over here, who ended up absorbing their legendary lords into his army, much to my dismay. Well, a single legendary lord, and then a bunch of ghost dwarves. Ghost dwarves are pretty cool, but regardless, we took out all of his territory and consolidated our own in the process. Even got a city up here in the mountains too, which initially we just took to kind of piss him off for the orcs, but ended up keeping it for ourselves. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play a little defense, and we're going to try and keep Thorgrim from taking any of this territory back, and kind of getting back to having a wall between him and us, specifically this orc wall. Thorgrim is actually very strong, second strongest in the game right now. He has 19 settlements to his name, second only to Reichland, who also hates us. So yeah, we're not going to win a full-fledged war against him, but we don't need to. We just need to get him out of our territory. And honestly, we don't even want these cities. If the orcs get them, all the better, because they freaking love us. Yeah, and we're going to, while playing defense, we're going to use this money to expand our Undercity Empire a little bit further. We're going to hopefully build up our Overcity Empire as well, work on some more infrastructure, and just kind of fight off the dwarves as they come. And here we go with a first battle that's doesn't seem like it should be too tough. And yet the balance of power says it will be. He does have a ghost dwarf. They cause, well, it's the engineer at least. He doesn't generally melee a whole lot, but they do cause terror, which is a problem for generally low leadership guys like the Skaven. Nonetheless, I think our ample fortification should be able to beat him down in the long run. The cannon is probably the biggest concern. So we want to make things as difficult for that cannon as possible. So we're going to set up on this hill over here, and we're going to try and buy ourselves time to take the cannon out with one of our menace blows. We do have a doom rocket if things get really nasty, but we probably won't need it. We're going to go ahead and put the gutter runners over here. Yeah, over here is going to be fine. They're going to come around and snipe the guy in the back when the time comes. Keep the Globadiers right up front there. We are going to keep them up front, but we're actually going to back everybody else up.
Gausser's command. Globadiers.
So yeah, we're just going to set up a standard, hilly defense, make them come up to us, wear themselves out a little bit, and then take them down with as much range as we can muster. I do wish these night runners were a little sneakier, but that's okay. They can, in fact, run circles around the dwarves. Maybe if I stick them behind this hill, then the dwarfs won't even notice them. They might actually be hidden back there. That would be pretty cool. So when the dwarfs get close, the globadiers will start fighting them, and then I will move everything up to meet them after the cannons are taken care of. And, you know, we'll just try and get some missiles around the flanks and see if we can't cut them up. Of course, we got our warlock engineer here. He'll be good for casting a lot of warp lightning. Sure enough, all of my missile guys are in fact hidden, as I had hoped. So they'll be able to pop out and get these guys in the rear. And here they come, slowly marching on. They are, of course, on the offensive, so they have to come to me whether they like it or not. Wonder why they're not using their cannons at all. Whatever the reason. Even these crappy clan rats can take out that cannon.
We are wavering.
Oh, maybe. Thorgrim might just have stopped them.
Back underground.
We're going to go ahead and let them generate some space behind the cannons. And this time they won't be getting attacked in the rear. I guess it's counting the cannon HP in there too, huh? And that's where it goes back up after they disengage. Are they going to kill him? Are they going to kill him? I think they're going to do it. No! No, don't run! You're so close. And that'll take care of the cannons. We're just going to send the Skaven slaves up to try and trade with these quarrelers. They are shielded. The Skaven slaves aren't, but the Skaven slaves are also hugely expendable, so that's okay. We're going to save this last clan rat to disrupt the bigger unit of quarrelers when they get up here. So I think the Skaven slaves will actually take these guys out. They're not doing great. But, you know, they'll get there. These weren't terribly healthy quarrelers to begin with. Or we might end up having to kill them before they break. That's pretty nutty. Look at them just charging right on in.
Run! Mark this day in the book! Do not shame your ancestors!
And that's going to be it for them. Well, surprisingly not broken, despite being so close to dead that the next volley should actually kill them. There they go. Now we're going to turn that fire on Dramar Hammerfist here and try and get some damage in on him. He doesn't have any armor and doesn't have a shield, so at least most of these that hit should actually damage him. He does have damage resistance though, I think.
What orders? Attack charge! It shall be done. Creak, yes! Skaven, yes! Skitter and leap!
We're going to split these guys up so that
Murder, kill!
this guy is constantly getting hit on one side or the other.
Slingers! For the Valentine! Slingers!
And we should actually get a decent amount of damage off of them.
Ready! Yes!
Well, time to turn and run, guys.
For the Valentine! Slingers!
And of course the miner decides to turn back around. Oh, nope. These poor confused miners are just getting kited to death by Skaven slaves.
I'm now ready. Ready! We fight, attack!
Flame Rat's actually holding their own against these miners, keeping their ragged leadership surprisingly high. Slingers are, of course, probably going to die by the time this exchange is all over. But it will be a good death.
Slingers! Back underground! What? Now! Yes! Our tail's yours! Attack! Charge! Guide us, Horned One! Clan rat spears! Good, Master. Guide us, Horned One. We obey!
Time to bring our side infantry out. We're going to send the Globadiers off to take these guys. Mostly because it gets them out of the way. And he'll turn up and go after the archers once he's done finishing off these guys. Which should be able to finish them off pretty easily. It's going to destroy the rats in the process. The Skaven slaves, but that's fine. Well worth it. To take these miners out pretty much entirely. They're going to break any second now. And there they go.
Onwards! Captain's command! March, scurry, yes! What orders? Ready, ready! And skitter! Creech and a car! Onwards!
Get proper surrounds on these guys. There we go. Globadiers getting in on the side of them, and then on the other side these guys. Those Globadiers do so much damage. It's ridiculous.
Clanrat spears! Globadiers! Stop! Fight! Fight!
And that's going to be that. It's going to take a while to beat everybody down.
Ready, ready!
But should get there.
Not my fault! Get another! Agree, Rick! We obey! Stab, stab! Warlock engineer! Death all! Rickaback! Now, no! Fight, attack! Knight runners! Go, master! Read, yes, yes, ready!
I wonder if Thorgrim counts as large, because he is sitting up above everybody. I think those arrows are definitely hitting him. We're just going to keep doing that for a while. Ungrim, of course, will never retreat, but he won't be actually as much of a problem as Thorgrim is.
The mask of fear! Warlock loaded!
I do wish there was something more interesting to be happening here, but really it's just beating up on Thorgrim and hitting him with rocks. But hey, yeah, we can get up close and watch him actually go. Look at the Globadiers hitting them with their little... Oh, they have knives. And then on the other side, we have the clan rats, looking pretty raggedy, as you'd expect, getting beat on the head.
Should we run? Flee? Come back!
We're going to get him eventually.
Council's command! Good Gutter runners! Runners! Pirates!
Guy's running out of ammo and stuff now.
Clan rat spears! Slingers! Daft!
But we're just gonna keep throwing guys at this mob until he dies.
Get the runners! Our tail's yours!
Man, Ungrim is a beast.
Shuttle uncharged! What orders?
If we can just get him, if we can just get Ungrim gone, this will be over. Balance of power is actually in the dwarf's favor, with 3 troops on the field. That's nuts.
I'm brave, but not ready, steady, doom! Warlock engineer! We are doomed!
Alright, now that we got the Lord here, poking at him too, maybe he'll get a little extra damage through. Pretty much everybody is out of ammo at this point.
Magic's ready!
We might actually win this, is the crazy thing. Like, if we can't get Ungrim dead, they might actually win.
Slaves that! Master kill! Warlock engineer! Save my own fur!
We're going to go ahead and speed up time a little bit, because there's not really a lot of interesting stuff to do here. Wow, this is kind of nuts. Let's just all pile in on him here. Yeah, I think we're actually going to lose this. It's kind of nuts, but that is what's happening. Oh, I hope it didn't take up my Doom missile. Just nuts. Those 3 heroes just carried the entire fucking battle. But they have no army left. We destroyed some of their units. Thorgrim's not looking terribly healthy. And I'm just going to bring Ikit right on up and take care of business. They didn't even keep the town. Apparently they were just raiding. Trying to cost me some of that 8,000 a turn income, I guess. But that's not how you win a war, Ungrim. Thorgrim. Either of you.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw! The Council's voice. Master of Seers. Ready to march. Horned am I. I am Demon Caller.
Alright. So, it's time to hire a couple of heroes. Notably, we want to get some assassins out there. Skullpite here. He's gonna end up going over and joining one of our armies, and then Morphage will go and join the other. We're also going to pick up a Plague Priest so we can add some summons. Ooh, and some baseline leadership to our Ikit Claw army. We're going to have to get rid of 2 things in order to make room for these, but we'll figure it out. Some things can definitely go here. And then we're going to make a Warlock Engineer, whose entire purpose... His entire purpose is going to be wandering around the world, stealing technology to increase our research rate and building undercities around the world. Speaking of undercities, we have very little maintenance left to do on these undercities. Aquitaine is finished its transformation. Bordelot will be soon. This is good for now. Mousillon should have its own subterranean pit, I think. I might have destroyed one there before. I don't know, I'm kind of wishy-washy, but there is territory right here that we can't quite see right now. And then all of the other ones around here, nope, not quite. Brion is ready for its final building. The 10% ones aren't great, but they don't raise the encounter rate too much, and they eventually will pay for themselves, even if it's a small bit. Sorry, 20% is how much we get off of that. So, you know, added income is added income. Obviously, we want to fix the repairs. Or, sorry, repair the damage done by that last nasty, nasty raid. We're going to try and get to the end of this line and get more damage for our, pretty much all of our Forbidden Workshop stuff. Yeah, we'll fix it next term.
This rat is no fool.
Assassins, of course, do exactly what you would expect them to do. They run up and they kill single entity targets very well. On the map, they do all the damaging stuff that you can imagine. They take out enemy heroes, and they assault garrisons, and they assault units. When you combine them with the Plague Priest in your army, which can stop their ability to replenish, then you can really do a lot of decimation to armies without even entering into battle. We are going to hire an assassin whose job will be to wander around with our armies and follow them to do on-the-map stuff. That's coming next term when we have a better selection. I just didn't see anything that was particularly inclined towards that. I saw good combat ones available, and so that's what I thought we should take.
Knows who his boss is. No malice detected.
Plague Priest, of course, we're going straight to the summons as soon as possible. So level 4, I guess, he'll have his summon. Rodich gets his extra powder. That's very nice. Alright, and we're already a lot more secure than we were before. Dwarves aren't able to do any single turn attacks on us right now. They don't even have a whole lot of armies over here. I'm guessing they lost them all just even taking these towns. Oh no, they definitely got some forces over there. But they've got definite problems with the orcs, so let's go on over there and make their problems just a little bit worse. Oh, Warriors of Chaos are gone again. Sorry, that's not a mission we're going to finish.
Doommonger. Envoy of council. No tunnel. Stop. Yes, yes. Warp power.
Now let's see if we can't convince them to come over and fight us.
Great.
Ooh, they don't have a whole lot of money, do they? It's unusual for dwarfs. And looks like they're probably going to lose this town
Whatever.
to Warzag anyway. Carrick and Gausser would be nice to have, since I already have Carrick Hearn.
Read warp scroll.
Alright, where do we want to start? Building undercities? Do we want to go up into the Empire and start there? I'm going to say no. I am going to cross the river into the Badlands and the Great Desert. And I'm going to start building over there, I think. And then we're going to head from there across the sea to Lustria. And what I'm going to do is go and plant an undercity in each capital of each province. And that should pretty quickly spread and take the entire thing. And while I'm waiting for the cooldown for creating undercities, because you can only do it once every 8 turns, I'm going to steal technology and stack up that buff to get our research rate going good, because the research is a little bit slow on the Skaven end. Speaking of research, we should go into this forbidden workshop here.
The doom wheels come. Rats of war.
Nothing really to upgrade at the moment, huh? I mean, we could upgrade the Doom rockets. Of which the warp power plant is useful, giving everybody an extra 5 is nice. The toxic waste salvage also very useful. So when you do use Doom rockets, you will always get some warp fuel back from the battle. But I don't plan on using a Doom rocket anytime soon, so we're going to build a warp power plant. And give everybody a little bit of extra winds of magic. Our assassins begin their long trek towards the front, as does the Plague Priest. And Mutin is going to take to the sea.
Unseen, unnatural.
Yep, Bordelot is all done. Aquitaine is all done. Bordelot will be done next turn. And nothing else to be done until over there for now. So instead, we'll just upgrade what we can. Taking out that ghost dwarf wandering around hindering replenishment would be nice. Not that I need replenishment or anything. I'm certainly not walking in any lands that are even hurting me, so I don't have to worry about attrition. And if I get into a fight, it should be the last fight. Oh, they destroyed Massive Oracle. Oh, they destroyed Massive Oracle. I see. Well, it had to happen eventually, I guess. You'll notice I don't really summon any of the priests that make plague. I'm not really hard-pressed about that. Wow, did they leave this town empty?
Chosen. Doom them.
And everything I've said about overextending still holds true. Oh, this is the worst. So, there's three circles here. The outer rim is static. Oh, God. The inner one is a little face of a dragon that you can barely see. That needs to be centered. You can't see the hand motions I'm making, so that doesn't help. So that it's looking straight at you as if the dragon's face were upright and standard. And then you need to rotate the outer ring to connect with that and figure out which of the colors is pointing to 3 out to 4 exact symbols, and then pick which those symbols are. And that's how you get this. Screw that. I'm going to guess. I really hate this puzzle. It's the only puzzle I don't even try for. Hey, and I got lucky and I succeeded. So yeah, with Eckendorf belonging to the Gabos, I don't really feel the need to own this territory. I am more than happy to let them keep it. I don't even know where Eckendorf is. So hopefully they come and colonize that. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna stay up here and take Carrick Engazar for myself.
Assassin.
Little goon squad on the march again. I'm sure they're having a lot of fun adventures. We don't get to see any of it, but I'm sure they're having a great time and bonding. And eventually they'll go off to form to join their respective armies, and maybe we'll see each other again down the line, and fond friendships will be rekindled, and the memories of our time tracing through the swamp just trying to get out to the battlefield will forever be kept warm in their hearts. Yeah, that's some nonsense, right? Back to upgrading our cities. Can only do so much upgrading at a time now. And I see it's turn 120. Let's see how our friends all feel about us. I've actually gone down in strength rank somehow. I should probably be funneling... Dang. I should be funneling some of my money into building a third army to up my strength rank a little bit, but I feel pretty secure right now. I can pop an army relatively quickly. I don't feel the need to rush it. Not sure why Clan Spittle hates me all of a sudden, but... Well, they don't hate me, they just don't want anything to do with me diplomatically. Right, we already tried that.
There's fighting time, and the average. Let's choose your words.
Alright, another session of trying to talk to people who want nothing to do with me. Vaults. Yep, Vault is going to be stable before we know it. Western Border Princes also will be stable before we know it. They're just upset because of the sacking of Zorak. But hey, we're going to get some revenge for that real soon here.
Behold my infernal weapons.
What do you want, Altharian? You want to declare war on me? Okay. He would probably destroy me if I actually had to worry about him at all. But all the more reason for us to just basically beat the dwarves back and then kind of let it go from there. When they want to sue for peace, then we'll give them peace.
Dwarf lightning!
Oh, nice. This place has food. That's great. It's a border town. We'll give them replenishment.
Warpstone. Scamper scurry.
Gonna go see if I can't pick off an army with him. Just to get some loyalty for him. Kill off Thorgrim or Ungrim. Maybe both.
Many kills today. Syphilitic one.
They've now exited the marshes and are crossing a mountain together. It's all very Lord of the Rings in my head. Give him better lightning bolts when he rolls around the battlefield. We're actually getting pretty close to done with city upgrades. And that, I gotta say, is impressive.
Death missing.
We're also getting pretty close to Skavenblight hitting level 5, and we can finally build the armies we want, instead of just the armies that we have. Looks like they did colonize Matorga. Appreciate that, guys. Wurzag's going to make a great ally. He's going to help us a lot with our victory condition, I feel.
Rat mage.
I wish we could get him to give up that town, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh, we've met Clan Ferric. And, yeah, I just don't see... Nope, I don't see any more dwarfs around.
Scurry forward.
No, I really don't want to declare war. I should
I order scurry move.
get a little closer in here.
Run, fools. I say move.
I do want the experience, and I want the loyalty buff, but I don't want to actually be embroiled in a war all the way over there.
Bigger warp.
Ikit's just going to hold steady for a little while longer.
Hook here. I say move.
And here come the goons,
Scurry forward.
entering into the forest of Middenheim.
Poison wind.
They're almost there. They're getting real close.
Read warps.
Meanwhile, Mutin wants to go to Alhik for his first town, which is being besieged at the moment.
Shall
With
we?
Pants apparently doing her thing with the
Warlock engineer.
Just get them on the shore. Doing a thing with the Tomb Princes. That's cool. We're also going to make, like, more friends by doing this. We're going to get to know our neighbors a little bit better. And the like. Our mighty production's looking real nice now. If I can hold off on building another army until after I get the, Are we at war with the Empire? Should I take Fort Seoul? These are the questions of our days. Is the Empire coming for me? That's an even bigger question. I had thought chaos would keep them pretty busy.
Not one step further, stranger.
No, I'm not
You
at
do
war
not
with the
hold my
Empire,
lands
so that's
without
something.
My blessing, which you don't have. Come here for the clan.
Okay, cool. I don't need to worry about them. Fine. They're not really the type to sneak attack me anyway.
Harbinger of doom. Think, children. Move, tails. Nothing.
You are not welcome in my court, yet here you are. Friend or foe.
Yeah, no, I thought I was at war with them.
Not in my name.
Okay. Alright. That's cool.
Back to the lab.
Send them up to Karakern to heal real quick.
It is forbidden.
Armored in faith.
Oh, it's because these are Bretonians. Yeah, okay, I don't actually have anything to worry about there. But I probably should take Fort Soil once I'm healthy enough. But I'm not in, like, immediate danger.
Working. Let the bells scream.
Moved on to the Great Plains of Matorka.
Sneak, scurry. Stand before.
Well, apparently Belquin went up another level. Give him another Howling Warp Gale. Stopping flyers from being able to move is always handy. Can hold them still and then blast them to all hell with our superior firepower.
Knows who his boss is.
Meanwhile, Mutant here is going to get some buffs to Steel Technology and Specialist first. Those are going to be the things that he really wants to build. And looks like we have our first Undercity. Well, our first Undercity down in the desert. And we are just going to immediately put up all the things that we put up in a city such as this.
No malice detected.
And it'll be a little bit cheaper for him in the future. Skaven Blight, oh, still a ways away. Nope, that's not Skaven Blight. That's Karak Buftar. This is Skaven Blight, and they have hit where they needed to hit. I just need 9,000 gold. We'll do that next turn. Ooh, this is exciting. This is very exciting. Ah, that's why you don't rely on the hero move prompt. Sometimes you'll overmove them just a tiny bit the turn before, and that just little tiny bit of movement they have left is enough for it to not prompt you because they have orders. Oh, an underway interception here. On the off chance that we don't have many battles this time, let's give ourselves a quick win here. This is one of those small underways, which is fine. Let's go ahead and get everybody out of the way here. And if we put our catapults right here, can they hit anyone? No. But we are in range of their catapults, yes. Oh, no. Okay. Alright. That should be fine then.
Countess command. Guide us, Horn One. What?
Obviously, I don't expect to actually do any melee. Their loose formation actually protects them pretty well from the catapults too. Lobadiers on the edges. Yeah, and that should do it. I'm not even going to set up the other guys up front. We're going to immediately take out the catapult. Yeah, that's pretty wrecky. And they got bolt throwers too. In fact, we're going to target the bolt throwers now. We're going to use the clan rats to finish off the catapults. Dredge thrower's almost broken already. The bolt throwers probably won't last a whole hell of a lot longer. Oh, there they go. Oh, I don't have any clan rats. That's interesting. Oh, it's just fine anyway. Last of the bolt throwers will probably get taken out with this volley. Oh wow, they're still rocking it. That's cute. We'll be walking into Zalefire any second now. There they go.
Move! Ready, steady, doom!
That last bolt thrower just holding there. Look at them. That's adorable. And they go back to shooting the catapults now.
Yes! Grey Seer! Lord! What orders? Tails forward!
Clan rats, of course, just sitting here literally to draw their attention. But these guys are already dead. They just don't know it yet. And now we're just going to punish them. And kill their lord. Because we can.
Warlock engineer!
But we'll do it in fast forward. And he is dead. And I guess the hammer is probably going to die too. They might make it out. They might, with 19 hit points. It was an underway interception. I'll probably kill them all regardless. 8 losses, presumably to bolt throwers. That was reasonably expected. They were, in fact, to bolt throwers and 2 to catapults. Could have been a lot worse. I feel like it would have been slightly worse, even if we had autoed it. And now we're going to steal some food. We're still trying to get that food bar back up to max after our period of rapid expansion dragged us down almost into the red. Now, something I happen to know, and part of the reason why I'm not pressing to get corruption up into the Elven Forest, is that Fester Spike bleeds a lot of corruption into King's Glade and the Oak of Ages and the Crag Halls of Vindel. I know it from playing Orion's campaign a couple times. And that plus the encroaching of mine from the outside, it's going to get me where I want it to be by the time I go in there to take Towson out. The extra corruption should help me with attrition, which is nice. Oh, and it looks like they took this town.
Let the bell scream.
It isn't a capital, and it doesn't have walls.
Horned prophet.
They are recruiting, so we're just going to have to get a move on right now.
My paw. Horned am I. Slay murder. Attack starve.
Ooh, they have the Regiment of Renown, the Goblobbers. They actually launch goblins at you, which is funny. It's like kind of like using the greenskins catapults as a dwarf. So I'm going to have to take that out. They've also got the ROR Slayers, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. We can chew through some Slayers. We're not bringing a ton of large. I just gotta keep them away from the Rat Ogres, and we'll be fine. Alright, and here's our playfield to start off with. We're going to want our Jazales up on the hill.
Storm vermin. Ready.
There we go, pretty high up on the hill. And we'll put Storm Vermin over here.
Storm vermin. Gausser's command. Storm vermin. Our tail's yours.
Nice long line out front there.
Rattling gun.
We're going to just put some rattling guns right behind each of them to take people out as they show up.
Rattling gun. Guide us, horned one. I'm now ready. What? Cloud it is. What orders? Storm vermin.
Just trying to make sure there's plenty of room.
Guide us, horned one.
This one shooting into the trees isn't going to be terribly useful, is he? So we're going to take him.
Storm vermin.
These guys' only job now is to protect. He's going to come here on the outside, looking in. We'll probably need to march him up the hill a little bit in the end. There we go. Rather girl on each end, in case we need extra protection on the ends, but I don't think they're going to go wide enough for us to really threaten our gun line on the side here. And again, we're Skaven. We're pretty fast. We can catch them if that's what it comes down to. This is basically our center line right here. But we're going to want to condense our firepower, so we're going to set up in a tighter grid. There we go. We should have opening volleys on their army from there. Push them forward into the Jezzails, and then the mortars. As usual, we're going to start the mortars in front. We're going to turn off the ability to run away, except for the Glabadiers can't have it on either. There we go. We're going to expect them to come down the middle. The Glabadiers will tear a chunk off. The rattling guns will tear into them, including this one, which will dig on the sides. When they pull in to engage on the Death Globe, we'll pull the Death Globes back, march the Stormbowmen forward to engage, swing this guy over to the side. Well, we'll see what he has to take care of. And yeah, that's going to be it. And then we'll close a pincher claw around them with the extra units on the sides, and that'll be all she wrote, most likely.
Ready.
All right, let's do this. See, we can't take out those cannons really fast. Whew, and took out the Quarrelers pretty good. I don't know what they think they're pulling back to. If you lose your artillery in the process, then you're not really going anywhere, are you, buddies? Alright, that takes care of them. What do we got coming here on the front line? We got Slayers, we got Hammerers, we got Rungi Iron Hammer. Oh, he's just Dwarf Warriors. More Dwarf Warriors, more Dwarf Warriors. More Slayers. Some Miners. Where's the Elite Slayers? Those would be some good ones to take out. Giant Slayers. More Iron Breakers. Man. Alright, well. In that case, there they are. We're going to aim at the Hammerers next and see how that goes. Jezzails are doing their thing as we expected them to. So far, everything's going basically according to plan. We are going to kick it up a notch, as the kids like to say. Get those catapults really going. That's a nice juicy stack that those those catapults are digging into. Getting to focus on the iron breakers for a little bit now, and here come the ranged. Time to bring the dreaded 13th into play. And we're going to do so tough to find the angle I want. So far, so good. That certainly got everyone's attentions. Dwarf warriors with great weapons. I'm going to try and pull them off to the side with my storm vermin here. And then charge into them with these guys. Gisele's all firing away nicely. Rattling guns mostly firing away nicely. There we go. Now they can get back out there. So far, I haven't had to engage any of my own units, which obviously is a big plus for me. Let's see if I can keep that up. We can, however, pull these Globadiers back. They're in a little bit of danger right now. And yeah, that's going to be that. Barely any casualties. We are going to have to kill the Slayers, but that's a lot of broken dwarves. And the Slayers are basically dead. We're just going to let our gunnery squad fire down a little bit further. Things are almost out of range. But we're taking the town anyway, so I just like getting those little extra kills at the end. What can I say? Did an excellent job of killing a lot of value there. Did not get the Regiment of Renown catapults, which is a shame. But we did take out the our Slayers. Oh, wait, we did. We killed everyone because we took a town from them.
Collect precious things for
We don't want to keep this town. We just want to make life hell for the dwarves. And that certainly did really pep up Fabricgear, didn't it? Ikit's still doing his recovery thing. Buff up that storm vermin, summon some more, because that thing is a beast. Let's go ahead and give Rotich his Howling Warp Gale. As I'm sure you've noticed, you know, we don't, Salt Pike will go up and catch up with his friend up there. We don't tend to, oh, I lost my train of thought. That's okay. That happens a lot to me. As you probably notice if you pay any attention. But yeah, there's a lot to think about in this game. It's easy to get distracted, you know?
Read warp scroll. Blast balls.
Alright, and now you see we have a 23% boost to research rate for 3 turns. Now, every time he steals technology, it will increase that timer, but it won't stack them on top of each other, which is fine. Consecutive is just fine. And there's going to be a lot of what he's doing. Again, in those turns while he's waiting for things to cool down, he's going to relocate to the next capital that he wants to go to, and then he's going to steal technology until it's time to build his under empire again. Top city for Skaven Blight, and we had one more upgrade for Bordelot coming, right? Yep, but it's going to cost 4,000 to finish. That's okay. Everyone else looks like they're up to date. At least until Undercities expand again. Oh, nope, this one needs to be upgraded too. Get a little more food up in here. Our food stores are looking pretty good again too. So we actually could afford to take some towns, but we're not going to. We're pretty much just here spoiling for people.
Knows who his boss is.
And getting some experience along the way for our Plague Priest Lord over there. Clan Ferric is dead. No big surprise there, though. Fabricgear gonna need to get some rest and heal up a little bit. Oh, he can't heal here? Oh, replacement must have been hindered. And we're going to go ahead and search these ruins real quick while we're at it.
Mission success.
Nice easy one. Just got to find the pattern. One of these that isn't repeated up there. Obviously this one is here and here. Then this yellow square is that yellow square and that red square. The little weird bicep guy is just here, it looks like. And the insect face is here and here, so bicep it is. Look at that. 1,000 gold and the biting blade. Go ahead and buy a final part of Bordelot's upgrade.
Silent killer. Yes. This way. Sissy moving. Engineer of Scryer. Thief in the villain. Yes, unlock the gates.
Fort Soul doesn't have walls? But it's an impregnable fort. Look at that garrison. How does it not have walls? I guess it's just that the walls can't be destroyed. Alright, where does he want to go next? Next he'll go over to the Land of the Dead. And we're actually just gonna, after the Land of the Dead, we're gonna dip right down to the Mortis Desert, the Great Desert of Araby, go down to here, across the mountains, and then we're gonna head across to Lustria. Land that we will probably never set foot, so it's also a place I would like to get seated very quickly. And we do have the one over here. But that one's not building, so.
This rat is no fool. No malice detected. The cloud.
Somebody raised King's Glade. That's pretty intense. Hey, if somebody else wants to take a Wood House out for me, that would be fantastic. Then I don't have to worry about conquest over there.
My scheme is working.
Won't happen.
Magic missile. Kill. Die. I sing. Natural. Exosuit ready.
Alright, and we need to make 2 spots for these new heroes. We can actually lose 1 Rattling Gunner. 4 is a little much. And we're going to lose 1 of the Rat Ogres. We don't use them too much, really. And we'll just see how that goes. Province is actually becoming finished with most of their stuff here. It's very exciting. You know, money we don't have to put into that is money that we can put into armies. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to get another army started building here, but I'm not, again, not pressed about it. Oh, I didn't leave enough money to steal more tech. That's okay. His doesn't wear off for another turn. Oh my. Reichland is coming for me. I do not want to have to fight Gausser and that garrison. That's a nasty garrison, so I'm going to pull back. And looks like we have Empire's attention. Again, I'm not trying to get into an actual outright war with Empire. I'm just trying to kind of mess with them a bit. Burn down some of their towns. Just cause a little ruckus. If I were to get into an actual outright war with them, I would lose.
Get off! Tunnel under walls! Soon. To under Empire!
Go back up to Karakern. Just kind of camp out there for the moment.
All hail, horned rat!
We're going to dump one of these rats.
Envoy of council!
No reason for it.
Just going to camp back here and...
Many kills today.
Ooh. Oh wow, that guy does not want to get assassinated, does he? That looks like our softest target.
Contract taken.
And it failed.
Knows
But it
who
did
is
get him a
boss.
little more experience, so works out in the end.
This rat is no
He is, of course, an army goon, and that does kind of remind me, I had intended to build an actual assassin. And that's going to be Titchet here.
No malice detected.
He's going to be trained in the arts of all things harassment. And that's pretty much going to be his whole job. He's going to be killing heroes, taking them out of armies, so I don't have to worry about them, and my goons can prevail. And he's going to otherwise just be assaulting units, breaking down garrisons, stuff like that, making it easier for me, more favorable engagements when I'm fighting a powerhouse like Empire. Look at this. So this is more or less what I wanted. Empire coming out to me, leaving an army all by themselves. How strong are they? They've got a couple of powerful units. Mostly nothing we have to worry too much about. Hellblasters are kind of nasty.
More warpstone. Now!
Maybe I can get an ambush on them. Let's take our levels first. Our brand new Plague Beast gets a little bit of Vermintide.
Knows who is
And our
boss.
assassin gets a little more melee defense for when he's in those duels. Meanwhile, over here,
Dreaded one.
he's going to need another couple of turns to finish up his healing.
Death missing. Doom decay. Legs, tails,
But
move.
he's going to go out here.
Call me Death Master. I got kill.
And I'm going to try and sneak over to Gernstadt and just burn that to the ground real quick. And then go hit Steingart. And I'll meet up with Ikit Claw over here. And by then we should be doing the final round of upgrades. Or the beginning of the final round of upgrades in Skavenblight. And I'm going to call it quits when we get to the end of that. When Skavenblight's buildings are being built, then we'll call it a night. Not a super eventful night, I know. But, you know, we have those. The dwarves are sufficiently cowed, it seems like. I don't see them around anymore, and I honestly don't expect to see them anymore. I'm going to send him over to hang out with Ikit. Go down here and make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Nope. And no new places yet. We're just going to do one more check. Across these. Make sure that we're at a breaking even on food at all times. Oh, that's about to bring us a lot more money. That's going to be nice. Alright, things look good. Oops. Crone burnt the Oak of Ages to the ground. What is going on? You know, I'd meant to march out to engage them on my own terms, but it appears that they'd rather come to us. Brand new Undercity in Castle Artois, which means that Mousillon can now get rid of this. And we will immediately put up our buildings in the castle.
This way.
Change of plans, Fabrigear. Instead of harassment, he's going to come over and
Where are my schematics?
save Ikit.
Close in.
If he presses the attack, I'm actually absolutely fine with that.
Legs, tails, move.
I will totally beat him on the battlefield if it comes to it.
Rocketator. I have Seer Lord's back end.
The Empire.
Let the bell scream.
Give him a little extra missile resistance here.
This rat is no fool. Catching rules to the night.
Oh, Repance is dead. Well, that's a shame, isn't it?
Good, good. Kill devices needed. Demon caller. All things fear us. Skeletor kill, I see all. Now, warpstone. Run, fools. Warlock engineer. Blast walls. Ashen contract approved. Many kills to come. Scamper scurry. No malice detected.
Gonna be a hell of a thing when they all get there. Oh, we've got second level stuff to build over in the new Castle Artois. Oh, and Skaven Blight is ready for its level 5 buildings. Oh, yeah. Undercity building's about to go nuts. Skaven Corruption's about to go nuts. Tax rate's about to go nuts. We're gonna see some crazy stuff around here. And that'll leave us enough money to do it. Now, let's talk to our friends.
We must make treaty accord.
I use that term pretty loosely.
Before the hag, such delight.
Your petty politics do not concern me, not this. You are here. Good. You catch me in a moment of less will. Count Noctilus Ray. What petty offer? All honors, Max. My dynasty look upon my eternal form.
Trying so hard to just, like, be kind of friendly with people. They don't want it. They're fighting me every step of the way.
Talk, 'cause my job ain't not happening.
But that's okay. Oh, Kemri hates me now. Wow. That's okay, too.
Slicey, dicey death. Limbs will fly.
Oh, wait. Did I just unlock something?
A good flame.
Nope, not yet.
Goodbye.
But that'll be a good thing to unlock.
Ikit's flayers are best.
Doomflayer line mostly just, until it gives me a special Doomflayer, it just gives me items. Doom Wheels eventually give me special Doom Wheel, and otherwise
Zap, zap.
also seems to mostly give me items. Which is fine.
Equip and murder.
Pretty close to getting our last Rattling Gunners, though, I'll tell you that much.
Bigger kill carnage.
Anyway, on to the next turn. We'll break the siege next turn. And, yeah, that's going to be cool. Do some more upgrades for Skaven Blight, get them going. Like I said, once all the upgrades are in the process of going, then that's where we'll stop for the night. People trying to kill Mutant. It's fine, you know. I know he's kind of shady looking. I understand why people don't trust him.
Master of Seers. I order scurry move. Kill for me.
Oh, say what? Well, that's interesting. Well, this could be pretty bad. This could not. We'll find out. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting that. You don't get underway intercepted too often. Not by Karl. But we'll see what we can do to his army. This might cost Fabragir his life. Those are some pretty terrible odds, though. I imagine they're going to have to march on me, what with the interception and stuff. And, yeah, I don't know. Like, nothing looks too bad. That Bright Wizard looks like he's going to be a problem. Karl is going to be a problem. The Jade Wizard's just mostly healing. Their infantry is entirely trash, especially since I have so little large to fight them with. I don't know. I can tell you this much. It's not going to be a frontline type of battle. This battle is going to be won and or lost with the artillery, basically. Well, if I stick these guys right here. Nope, they cannot reach. Okay, that's good. That looks pretty good.
Leaders, hear me. Not ready now. Go it is. What orders? Rattling gun. Burn them. Yes, yes. See how they burn. What orders? Storm vermin. Rick-a-rack. Guide us, Horn One! For the Vermintide! Storm Vermin! For the Vermintide! All tunnels lead to for the Vermintide! Council's command! Warlock Jediles! Grey Seer! Clangashing!
Wish I had gotten,
Glorious warp fire!
Oh wait, I do have Howling Gale. Come on, good gamble. That could be a deciding factor here. Being able to Howling Gale Franz in place is going to be nice. Going to be damn near game winning. Alright, who else is nervous? Well, you shouldn't be. I'm the one actually fighting here. And they advance. Yep, a lot of flyers. And that is an AoE. That's great. There's the Hellblasters right there. They do have some cavalry. Reichsguard, so good cavalry at that. But I'm not super concerned about their cav. It is obviously going to be a priority to pound. Lost track of the, there they are. Well, basically did nothing to them. And that's actually okay, I think. I am burning a bunch of winds of magic. Keeping Franz busy. And it's getting close to that time. This seems like a pretty good time for Kaboom. Broke the Reichsguard, so that's a plus. Alright, so far things are looking pretty good, to be honest. Reichsguard's pretty wrecked. The Demigryph Knights are a bigger worry than the Reichsguard, but they're getting nice and crushed as well. Have broken the Sunmaker. That's fantastic. They got a total of one volley off. One volley and they died. Handgunners are pretty bad off. That steam tank's going to be a bit of a problem. But I might be able to take care of the Luminarch with these guys. We'll catch him in the flank. But it will not leave their flank open to the Halberdiers right there. Not that I'm super worried about the Halberdiers, to be honest. And Demigryph Knight's about to get finished. The Royal Altdorf Griffites, in fact, are now dead. And that close to the edge, they run right away. Here comes the Empire Captain. Oh wow, you've got to be so close for those, that Howling Warp Gale. He's probably going to get in here. And that's fine, actually. We're going to aim at that Jade Wizard now. And we're going to see where he lands. Luminarch took almost no damage from that, but it did stop him from firing for a minute, so that's worth something. I'm not sure where the captain's going yet. Still up in question. We're going to keep throwing some poundings into that tank, and here come the gunners. Jade Wizard's not looking too great. Highly ineffective fireball. Oh. You done goofed now. Now you're in my world. Get the rattling gunners on that fire mage. Let's throw some dreaded 13th right up into these guys' faces.
Curse enemy wizards!
Guard trying their best to stand strong there. It's a little insane. Oh, it looks like he has landed. And this is where the assassin comes into play. Just going to charge that assassin straight at him. And we're going to drop a unit of plague rats. Or clan rats. To intercept right there. Things are looking really good right now. I think we're probably going to kill Franz down here. This guy here is trying to disrupt my my rattling guns, which is not a bad strategy on his part, to be honest. Can't really blame him for that. Jazales are starting to dig into Franz now that everyone else is gone. Ooh, I'm gonna need that soon. Oh, I'm not gonna get it before Franz lands. Oh, that's nasty.
Yes, master. Scurry.
Alright, we're going to turn all of our rattling guns and try and gun down Franz real quick. We're going to use the Jazales to finish off that Jade Wizard before he can heal Franz. There's more going on here than I had expected, so we're just going to go ahead and pull these guys into that. Continue bombing them. Rat Ogres are going to go charging at the gunners. They don't have any armor anyway, so it's no big deal. And, yeah, things really aren't looking too bad here. The biggest threat right here is these halberdiers getting into the rattling guns. It's going to cost me. Assassin will stick back on him, because the guns are going to be able to take care of Franz. See, look at them digging into him. We got the halberdiers surrounded, and once Franz is dead, they won't matter much anyway. Lots of surrounds going on here. Lots of units getting eaten up. Some of them are mine. This is unfortunate.
Storm Valley. Hidden enemy. We breathe, we carve.
And Franz is down.
Rattling gun. Fails one.
Time to turn the guns around and take out these ranged guys.
Yes, yes.
We can start pushing the mortars ahead.
Our tile's yours. Die, die, die. A green red.
Jezzails are going to turn their attention here. And it's over, folks.
Rattling gun.
That's it. We have murdered Karl Franz. We did so really well. That balance of power had no idea what it was talking about. Are we going to get the Temple of Luminarch down too? We might.
Retreat! Retreat! Scary death, yes. I'll tail yours. Slay back.
We didn't quite get the Luminarch. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and take out this guy right now. He's unbreakable, so that's fun. Fortunately, it doesn't matter whether or not he's breakable. He's going to die. Nothing will stand the full might of all the weapons teams firing into it. Pyrrhic victory. I lost a fair amount of infantry, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't look too bad to me, considering what we cost them. Completely killed, completely killed. The Reichsguard is probably not easily replaceable, judging by the looks of their army. Our unit completely killed. They got away. That's unfortunate. Dead, wounded, got away. That's a massive blow to Franz's army. Quite literally in this case, but also in the more meta type. We did lose one unit of Storm Vermin entirely.
More slaves. Good, good.
We're going to go ahead and eat the captives.
The council's voice.
And apparently I've just been completely ignoring regiments of renown here because we have quite a few of them available. Oh my. I feel so dumb right now. I feel so dumb. So yeah, we'll give him the Storm Vermin to replace what he lost.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw.
And then Ikit Claw is about to get really pimped out here. As he gets the RR Bolt Thrower, Lightning Cannon. Does insane amounts of damage.
Warlock Engineer. Where are my schematics?
And the Eye Takers and the Natty Bubo's Sharpshooters, both of which are very good. Jezzails. Obviously, we're pimping Ikit Claw's team out the most. Replace that Warp Fire Thrower with a way more special Doombringers Warp Fire Throwers. As you can see, quite a bit more damage, and actually able to like handle themselves in a fight a little bit. Though, you know, with 57 leadership, you probably don't want them to. We're going to dump the Rat Ogres, and we're going to add ourselves an Eshin Triads. We're going to dump the Doom Wheel. And one of the halberds, I think. To recruit both the Doom Flare and the Doom Wheel. Two little roving beasts gonna just absolutely decimate large portions of the battlefield. We're gonna dump the other Warp Fire Thrower. And we're gonna add a new mortar on. And then we're going to dump the lowest level Rattling Gunner and replace him with the Elite Rattling Gunner. We're going to get rid of one of our Storm Vermin here.
Many kills to come.
And replace him with a Sensor Bearer. And yeah, that looks pretty good for now, I think.
Great victory. Good.
I would like the Death Runners, but we're using the Eshin Triads instead. And I think that'll be fine. You'll notice this gives us very little front line. Characters make up a lot of it, and that Plague Priest is going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting, summoning Storm Vermin, and, well, he won't be able to summon Storm Vermin. He'll be summoning Clan Rats, primarily.
Mighty clan Eshin. Ready to kill. Kill their scouts. Great things for Eshin.
There we go. Wounded Gaussier's army a little bit. And let's take our fancy new friends out for a test drive.
Which kill device to use,
Add some flame to our missile attacks, maybe? Who really needs it, honestly? We'll go ahead and add it to our snipiest unit.
This armed race, no cut.
Well, this is a great map to have to defend on.
Ikit Claw.
Just a beautiful hill.
Kill contraptions at hand. Stay right, yes.
And in fact, this hill is where I think we're going to start everything off. Because we can very easily just build this stack right here. Now, there is some question as to whether or not the pull will work and that they'll come to us. I honestly am not 100% certain on that.
Ready.
But I am willing to risk it. Eshin Triads will be waiting in case their cavalry decide to come out along the side. These mortar teams are absolute beasts. The amount of damage that they lay out in a short period of time is disgusting. You'll see, and you'll love it as much as I do. By the end, I am certain. They're just going to guard the edge there. Who does that leave us with? Ikit Claw and the 2 bikes. We're going to group them up, because they're going to just be hanging out up here for a while. Ikit is actually going to run up and engage them and try and pull them out a little bit, and maybe just kind of like fuck up their hellstorms. Waste some of their ammo if nothing else. And we'll leave him up there and hiding. And in fact, and put the Plague Priest on the outside so we can summon guys as necessary. I'm going to move him a little bit further up, actually. And yeah, that looks good. Nice turtley build. Make them come to us. And let's go. Immediately just going to run Ikit right down the middle.
Go, run, go!
And it does look like they have every intention of coming out to us.
Quick mode! Move, run!
Oh, maybe not.
My plan! Scamper forward! Casting death pay! Wield the winds! Storm demon! Now!
Oh, wow. That cracks call. That was something else, huh?
Scotty, race!
I think actually with how beat up that made him, I'm just gonna pound right through. Boom, broken. Get back here, break these guys too. Ikit Claw's just gonna solo this shit.
Tail! Quick!
Oh, he got caught up on some halberds. Let's see if he can get out. I have
Scatter!
no doubt that he can. The horses are holding him a little bit.
Move, run! Go, run, go! Warp stone magic! Wave, wave!
And he's off.
Quick, fast! Make way!
And he's broken too. That's a little unfortunate. Alright, I overpressed a little bit with him. But he'll recover. He'll survive. They're not going to actually be able to run him down. Meanwhile, the march has started over here, and it has some pretty devastating repercussions.
Ikit Claw! Glanras! Stephen Stern! Wield the wind!
Look at those poison mortars just... Well, there's actually not a whole lot for him to tear into. Bolt thrower doing a lot of damage there. And now as the Empire Knights pull in the range, poison mortars are going to start tearing them up. They cannot afford to come at me as slow as they're coming at me. Is what it all basically comes down to. And in attempting to do so, it's really just destroying them. Looks like the rocket batteries are all abandoned at this point. Let's just keep the cavalry a little bit busy by summoning one more unit of clan rats back here. And they'll take care of these crossbowmen. Pretty much guaranteed. Ikit's still sneaking around. They're somehow still marching up this hill. It's not the brightest thing they've ever done.
Ready. We move! Move! Faster, Scotty! Doom, player!
Ikit's gonna make his escape now. The focus has shifted a bit. Now raining down hellfire on these guys.
Scamper! Quick mode! Scotty, race! Lasting death phase! Chase! Warp lightning! Go, run, go!
And this shit just keeps getting nastier and nastier for everybody involved. We're going to go ahead and rotate a little bit to improve our angle of fire on them.
Move tail! Quick mode! Warp stone magic!
Another nasty little cracks call.
Scotty, race!
And looks like he made it back up.
Channel and charge! Screen wicket upward!
Everyone more or less dead. Yeah, there we go. Mass breaking coming now. Just wipe as many units as we possibly can. Keep that damage coming in. I think there were 0 casualties in that battle. Ikit absolutely carried it. Yep, 0 casualties. That's beautiful. Wow, I'm a little impressed. Most of the Empire's kills are just taking out my units of summoned clan rats. What a battle. Also finished my quest and took Theodric. Didn't get Theodric down. Did kill one of their lords.
Sate the black hunger, minion.
I think that's plenty for right now.
No! More warpstone. Now, now!
Just roll him back home where he can heal up. He's going to need 2 turns for that. And really just, that was great. I don't know how else to say it. I wish we had gotten more money from it. But such is life.
This rat is no fool.
Finally got that arcane conduit for Fab Gear. I'm going to be honest. I thought with the way their armies were marching on me that this campaign was going to end tonight. I thought they were going to get the best, especially after they intercepted Fabrigear underground with that horrible predicted outcome. I really thought they were going to just massacre my troops and then march into my territory and take back most of what I've built. It wouldn't necessarily be game ending, I guess, but it would be pretty rough. It would be pretty bad just overall. But no, it kind of went the opposite direction, and we just straight slaughtered so much. Definitely gonna upgrade that real quick. And we're gonna save all this money for next turn. Empire, of course, does have an awful lot of resources, and rebuilding their army isn't going to be that big of a deal. But that was a lot of valuable targets that we killed. And there are just a lot of heroes running around out here. Boy, I wish they were better at assassinating already.
Engineer of Scryer. We camp here.
We're just going to keep them next to each other so nobody gets any ideas.
No malice detected.
Alright, next turn we'll start building the second building. Hold on. Whoops, I actually did those backwards. I want to do the one with the tax rate first. It's only going to be a one-turn difference, but that one turn is worth it, I feel. But Bali was destroyed. Well, in that case... let's do a Warlock Master.
Warlock Master of Scryer.
And all he's going to do is go over and take Babali. Nice and simple.
Ashen contract approved.
Well, you don't get better if you don't try and kill people, right?
Successes.
Hey, he got him. That's great. Good job.
Knows who his boss is.
You're just a little bit better of an assassin than you were before. Oh, looks like they did succeed in injuring Mutant. That's unfortunate.
Master Engineer.
But he'll be back in a couple of turns. We're missing the research boost in the meantime, but it's not a big deal, really. Oh. What's up, Magrita? Well, none of these are particularly good options to have, so I guess we're going to take badly mutated. We have the Undercity in King's Glade, which means Carcassonne no longer needs this. And Canel's still going to need theirs. And I just removed another one not too long ago, right? Yep, and I already replaced it, looks like. Musalon. Musalon I did. There we go.
Soon kill. Engineer, here! I say, move!
Thank you to whatever pirates decided to do that for me.
I have only one good ear, yes, but I still hear you.
Yeah, it's funny I never meant to get into a war with the Empire. I thought maybe one day, after Bretonia was dead, that then I would do so. But it turns out Bretonia's being one of my greatest allies. And Empire's a pretty major front.
Tail strike.
No complaints, mind you. Looks like Empire might just be leaving us alone now. I don't see their hero around anymore.
Sneak scurry. Rocketata.
So we're just gonna send
This way.
Titchet afield.
Rest now, yes. Warlock Master.
Things are looking pretty good. Got a little bit delayed in starting up the final round of upgrades for Skaven Blight, but we're about to get back on track with that. Are they coming into my territory?
Anomalies detected.
Welcome back, mutant. Go ahead and give him some increased mobility.
Move tails!
Yeah, Franz is certainly coming down into my territory. And that means he's going to need to be taught a lesson. So we'll just pin him in there. Oof. Well, shit happens, right?
By Sigma, no!
His army's a lot weaker than it was the last time I fought him, though he does still have 2 Hellstorms, and those Pistoliers are kind of annoying. I don't really have an answer to Skirmish Cav, aside from killing them before they can approach me. I don't really want to fight him with just one guy, do I? Especially not the wounded one.
Make way!
Well. We're gonna just load up that last altar save real quick. If I was gonna fight him, I should have fought him right there. If I shouldn't have pinned him in if I wasn't planning on fighting him. That was a series of mistakes. And we're just going to tweak that just a little bit this time.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw! Warp lightning! Take cover, things! Clay, harbinger of doom!
Oh, lucky get.
Contraptions!
And of course now everybody else is on guard and I'm low on funds. We're going to just make some money up here real quick, like so.
Scryer is best.
And hopefully, yeah, okay. Didn't really think that was likely to work, but you never know.
Knows who his boss is.
It was definitely worth a shot, I'll tell you that much. And let's see how it goes. We're gonna make him pay for it at the very least. And this will be probably our final fight. This recording actually ran a little bit longer than I expected. It is an underground battle, which does work to our favor. Having the Empire have to come at us straight on like that is very beneficial for us. I think we're going to be fine. This isn't as hard hitting an army as our main army is right now. And they were assaulted. That's why the wounded troops. Though at least the Council Guard weren't hurt. Getting a little bit of a crash here. I think my game might just crash. I'm just going to give it one more chance. There it goes. Just needed a little encouragement. Should have just whispered street nothings in its ear until it started working. Definitely not the prettiest. Alright, I'm going to play this real cautious.
Block yourselves! Rattling your gun!
Do we even have an incline here? Not a very good one, but they will be coming down off of an incline. And it would be good to take advantage of that. So right now, Zales can't quite see the top of the hill. So we're just going to push them forward a little bit here. Now they can. And we want these guys to also be able to see uphill, like so.
Storm, vermin! Our tile's yours! Gone, vermin!
Yeah, that should be pretty good. Should brutalize pretty much everybody who walks into my path.
Assassin!
And now we wait. Gonna run this guy up to the top of the hill so he can give us some eyes. Oh, that's more than I expected to see, I'll tell you that much. Time to call him back. Running at normal speed now. Oh, looky, looky. We'll have to wait till he actually gets a little bit closer. That warm bomb will come in handy. Sure would be nice if he could get away, huh? Oh, yep, that'll do it. Great, their lord is dead. Very quickly. Amethyst Wizard really didn't take any damage. But I got a little bit of a view on what their guys were doing. They are definitely marching forward. They will get here soon. They were, of course, getting stomped. They did a little bit of damage against the archers. And I've got a better idea now of where those guys are. Wow.
They are using dark
Well,
forces against the enemy.
I wonder if this is something I can actually do or not. Well, apparently. Oh, I see. It like kills them. Ah, yeah, that's not so great.
We are doomed.
Alright, I guess I should let them crest the hill now, huh? I've certainly kept them off for quite a while. Oh, wait. We know the first guys on top of the hill are going to get absolutely destroyed. I think we've really got the advantage here. We are, of course, on the defense, despite the fact that we pushed them into doing this. They'll be pulling into range pretty shortly here. Can't help but wonder what they're doing over there. Oh, here they come. First units have crested the hill. And here comes the all of the firepower. Things going predictably well. As soon as they start coming down the hill, things are gonna get a whole lot worse for these guys. The hell cannons are already offline. The pistoliers probably aren't too much behind them. Just in case.
What? Attack charge! Skaven! Yes! Flee! Die!
Yep, pretty much the slaughter we anticipated. Nobody actually made it down the hill at all. A lot of units already routed. Can't believe these hell cannons are still here. And that ought to take care of that. And that'll be good night for everyone involved.
Get to the lake! They flee! We Monarchs!
Good old unbreakable Sigmar's sons. Unbreakable, but not unkillable. Yeah, that went awfully well.
Murder flame, sacrifice to horned rat. Colossus.
Alright, and then we're going to stop here, pretty much due to length. This has been an incredibly longer session than I intended, and we're going to finish mopping up this Empire incursion next week, as well as upgrading our second army. And, I don't know, we'll see where we go from there. Things are looking really, really good. I might just go ahead and mop this guy up right now.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw.
So it'll just be an auto battle. It's going to be so quick. Ambush stew on top of everything else.
Scryer, trouble, now.
And then we'll go ahead and buy the Skaven Blight upgrades. And then that's going to be it. I appreciate, as always, coming and watching along. Big money term right there, huh? I hope you've enjoyed it. We are well on our way to victory here, especially with Corone just wiping out the Wood Elves. I don't know, we might do some counterattack on the Empire, whittle them down a little bit, maybe try and kiss Corone's ass, spend some of this amazing level of food that we have. We'll find out. Until then, thanks for coming.